Hi, it's Matt at Go Green Autos. I'm just going to show you around this 2014 all-electric Renault Kangoo van. So quickly just go around the outside. The front of it is all really nice condition, no major scuffing to the plastic work. At the front here you've got your Type 2 connector on these. It was a Type 1 on the earlier Kangoos, but this is the later model, so it's Type 2. Still a 16 amp charger though. There is a slight, I would say dent, but the bonnet's been pushed down very slightly at the front, but you really wouldn't notice it. Going around the sides, it's got, I've put new wheel trims all the way around. It's got good tyres, the tyre depths will be on the website. It's all polished and waxed as well. Slight little bit of scruffing on the end of the mirror as you'd expect. There are a few dents on this van, they're all quite minor, but I'll show you them as we walk around. It's got these slam locks on all the rear doors. It's got doors on both sides and twin doors at the back, being a long wheelbase. I would just say this is the Maxi van, so it is the long wheelbase van. As you can see there, tyres good and new wheel trim. This is a false flap, that's where your diesel tank would have been on a diesel model. There is a diesel heater available for certain climates, but not for the UK. So on the back here, it's got the reversing sensors, and as you can see there's a few minor dents there, a couple there. It's by no means a mint car, but it's pretty good. You know, if you don't mind a few dents, then you can't go wrong with this one, because the rest of it is in such nice condition. So looking down the sides, we've got dents along the top of that door there. I'm just seeing if I can show you there on the camera, but apart from that it's actually not bad. There's some dents along the top of the door here on this crease that protrudes. If I show you back round this side, the mirror's good on that side. Looking round, there is a minor scratch in the wing, but the wings are plastic on these, so that's not going to rust. Tiny little scuffing down there, but very minor. And back round to the front, no chips in the windscreen either. So we will open up the inside. Let me just grab we'll do the back first. Let me just grab the keys. So the keys, we need this other key to open the doors. There's two remote keys. It's got central locking as well, but of course the central locking is sort of overridden by these other extra locks. So in the back here we have got a 10 amp 3-pin plug charger to charge on a normal wall socket, and that's your Type 2 connector to go into the back. Instructions in there as well, and this is your Type 2 to Type 2 cable to plug into a fast charger or public wall charger. You know, a post, I mean. These Kangoo vans don't have rapid charging, so you can't do your 50 kilowatt fast rapid charge on these. You can only charge at 16 amp. This one has also got the cage type bulkhead, which I'll show you as we go round. Let's just open up the back doors. Again, we've got to put the key in the lock. Twin back doors. There's the jack and brace and everything. The spare wheel is hanging underneath there, and as you can see, all ply lined and all in a good condition. And there's the back doors. If you know your Renault Kangoo vans, this bung is always missing off them, but and it was in this case, but I've put it on. It hits this striker plate up here and makes the doors shut properly. And then going round to the side, we'll open up this side door, put the key in the lock again, and then there's that side door. So then this There's the books, we'll just get rid of those for now. So on this side it's got the seat that flips forward, and you can open up the cage to put long items through. I'll quickly show you to do that, but I need to pause the phone because I can't do it two-handed. So you just flip the seat down like that, and then you get hold of the handle there, and that locks down onto the back of the seat, and then you have a flat load bay through onto the back of the seat all the way through. So great if you want to put long items through, and of course this cage is then protecting the driver because he's then caged in from any load on this side. It's quite a nice feature. So while we're on this side, let's just have a look at the condition of the seats. The seats are immaculate in this. Probably no one's ever sat on this side. Also got new carpet mats both sides. Door card, really nice condition. So now we're back round at the driver's side. Door card there, really nice condition. Driver's seat, absolutely no wear on it. I'm just having a look. They usually wear in this corner along here, but as you can see, that's just my finger marks on there. Absolutely no wear at all on it. Carpet mats down there, and then we just get in. As you can see, no wear on the steering wheel. Let me just shut the door, get out the wind, and then being the 2014, this is a new shape, so it's got the revised dash, new style stereo that's also got Bluetooth and USB, and I will turn the ignition on. Some good solid, and there we go. There's the radio working. The screen's down here rather than up there as it is on some of them. I'll just turn that off, and I will put the ignition on so you can see there's no warning messages. So inside here, obviously automatic, all electrics automatic. This one's got the reversing sensors. It's also got an alarm on the back, a buzzer that goes into reverse, and there's a little sticker here tells you how to disengage it. So when you put it into reverse, it's now beeping, but if you put it back into park and put it in reverse quickly a second time like that, it's now not beeping. That beep was the reversing sensors. So you can reverse in silence if you want to. Cup holder down there. You've got an eco, take the handbrake off, you've got an eco button down there that reduces the power, gives you about 10% more range. 12 volt socket. You have another cup holder down there, and a glove box, except a lot of it's taken up by the fuse box, but there's little cubby holes everywhere, up there, down here. The door pockets on these are particularly big, and you've also got flowing through there. And then that properly because it's raining now. You've got electric windows on both sides, electric mirrors, and then up here you've got radio controls, which you can't quite, there we see it now. You've got your radio controls on the side of the steering column here, wipers and lights on that side, and I'll show you the documentation now. Here's the spare key, so another remote, the original Renault label, another 2 keys for the slam locks on all the rear doors, and then this one is an ex-lease vehicle from Alphabet, no previous owners, and it was new on the 30th of the 6th 2014. So this means that it is still under warranty. These have got a 4-year warranty, so that's in warranty until the end of June 2018. That's on the vehicle. The electric drivetrain, i.e. everything under the bonnet, is under warranty for 5 years, so that will be till June 2019. And then of course your battery pack is leased on these, so that's warranted forever because because Renault own that. So the warranty on these, you've obviously got another 6 months or so warranty on it. You can renew this warranty with Renault. You can keep extending it year on year for only £289 right up until the vehicle's 10 years old or 100,000 miles. So it's a very good idea. It's the price of a service. You must do it before the warranty runs out in June 2018, but well worth doing, so you then have a van that is always under warranty. There's the service history print from Alphabet. It is showing a service in 2014, and I'm just quickly looking down. It isn't showing another one, but it has been done, because if we look at the dash, somewhere here we have got the service. Yeah, so it's not due a service for another 22,500 miles. The service intervals on these are every 2 years. I think every 25,000 miles, but I'm not sure. But anyway, and as you probably saw on there, if we just flick through, it has done 5,644 miles. Another one you may have just seen there is the range. It's currently saying 60 miles, but these are a guesstimator. It all depends on how it's recently been driven. We're not quite fully charged once this has been driven, because it's been changing hands and gone to an auction. Obviously, it's been driven badly. I've only done a couple of short runs on it, and again, haven't driven the most economical. So this changes depending on how it's been driven recently. So the range on these, typically you would get sort of 75 to 85 miles on these. Obviously in the winter when the batteries are cold, it's going to use a little bit less. But it all depends, like every car, it depends how you drive. The other thing you've got on these is a comfort program. So you set the time in the morning that you're going to leave. Oh, actually I think on these you set the time that you want it to come on, and what it does is, while the van is plugged into your mains and being charged, it will kick the heating system on, and it will heat the cab up. And obviously if the windows are frozen, it will melt all the ice, it will heat the cab up so it's nice and warm, so when you leave you're not using your traction battery to power the heating system. And obviously keeps your range to as high as it can. And then the other thing here, we've got all the original books. We've got the the driver's handbook, the radio, quick guide, and a few other little books there. And the service sheets are in the back of the manual on the Renaults. But like a lot of lease vehicles, this hasn't been stamped. The other thing I will quickly mention is electric vans do not need an MOT. So this one hasn't had an MOT yet. It doesn't need to. Obviously I'd advise you do get one done, but under the current law, and actually under future law, these commercial electric vehicles will be exempt. The government is changing the law soon to bring electric vans into the MOT system, but actually one of a 2014 and older, actually I think it's 2015, will still continue to be exempt. So they're not bringing the older ones into the law, it's only the newer vehicles. All the details are on my website under the buyer guide and then vans. And I fully explain it there. So this is currently exempt and will always be exempt from MOTs, if indeed you want to do that. So I will just, it's a shame it's now raining, so we'll just move forward a little bit. So what we'll do is you drop it down to drive. The dash there says D for drive, and we will put the wipers on. And we are now driving along, and as you can see, no warning lights. It's chucking it down with rain now, so I'm not going to go too far. Double engage to take off the buzzer at the back, and we're then going backwards. And I'm going to go and park up because it's chucking down with rain, and I've just washed and waxed this, and I don't really want it to get muddy. So I think I've shown you everything you need to see. The full details will be on the website shortly, and give me a ring if you're interested. I can deliver these vans anywhere in the country, so not a problem.